What are some of your sort of fundamental principles in terms of how to approach work differently in a way that is going to serve you better and be more
The
productive?
first thing I'd say is you might be right, because when we look at the research, entrepreneurs tend to be more likely to have ADHD. It's an environment that fits an ADHD brain better. So that's one of the reasons that we tend to gravitate towards it. So I started, like a lot of things, I was the person who was told, okay, it's time to build systems and processes for your business. And I was like, yeah, totally. We're going to do that. And then it just didn't happen. So she would build a system and I'd be like, you built a system, right? And she'd be like, yeah, I built a system. And I'd be like, cool. And that was about as far as it went. And so for a while, this was a bit of one of those moments of, people would say systems and processes, and I'd be like, oh, I'm not doing it. And then I noticed, with business owners that it was the same thing. It was like, that's amazing, but I'm not going to do it. And one of the reasons was because there was a sense that it was not useful, genuinely. It was one of those things where people are like, I'm going to have a member of my team who likes building out systems and processes, write this doc, and then it's going to go in a file. It used to be big paper, but now it's going to go in a Google Drive, and it's going to be out of date in about 10 minutes, and we're never going to use it to actually grow the business or figure out what's working. And it's just going to gather dust until a new person generally until a new person arrives on the scene and we say, look at the SOPs, and they go, but you guys don't even use that system anymore. Like, what is this? Is just unhelpful information. And it felt like this kind of like secret problem that people weren't talking about because it was never flashy as like the dashboard conversation. Let's look at your dashboards, let's look at your metrics. But it was driving some of the problems with the dashboard itself.